Hello, Internet. Today we are learning about molecules. Now, what are molecules? Well, molecules are little particles in like solids, liquids, and gases. Or they're even in you because, of course, you're halfway a solid. Or, well, your skin is a solid and your bones are solids. Your eyes are solids. Almost everything of you is a solid except for your blood. That's a liquid. But how does the molecules look like? Well, the molecules are very, very tiny particles inside solids, liquid, and gases, and so on. You know already, I told you. And well, if you look in this photo, you can see, or image, not photo. Forget about the photo, just image. You can see how they're all together and they can only vibrate. Usually they need to move around, but they're all together, so that makes them into a solid because they cannot go anywhere else. And they're making one whole shape, or even two, or three. Who cares? But by liquid, it's different. As you can see, comparing to this and this, a liquid has more room and they can move more, like up, down, or left, right. Left, right, no, and so on. That makes them like a liquid. But gases, they're different than liquids and solids together. Gases, there's only like a little bit of molecules in them, so that makes them just, well, they're just able to move around. They're invisible, well, kind of invisible, and yep. Now, some of you might have one question or two, or maybe three or more, and I'll try to answer them. The first one would be, wait a minute, when I take an ice cube and leave it outside, it'll become a liquid. Why is that? It's simple. It's just like when you drink, or even so. Don't you feel like this when you're eating 6 pieces of brownies and then 9 glasses of orange juice or apple juice, any juice, and then you feel like so lazy and same time hyper? Same with liquid. See? Because you're actually giving them energy. So when you melt an ice cube, it'll actually give the ice cube more energy, which would make it into a liquid. But you can also boil the liquid and make it into gas. And you all know how liquid looks like when it becomes a gas, right? The gas for the liquid would be steam. But this is the very interesting thing. See? Steam can become into a liquid again. How's that possible, you're gonna ask yourself right now? And it's simple. See, steam, if you just leave it in a jar, it'll become a liquid. And if you freeze a liquid, well, everyone knows what happens when you freeze a liquid. It'll become into an ice cube. Same with metal. Metal is a solid. You can melt it and it'll become a liquid. You can melt that some more. And I don't really know what type of gas comes out, so I'm sorry I cannot answer that. But if you keep the gas in a jar and freeze it in very, 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 very low temperature, it will become a liquid. freeze a liquid, it'll become back into metal. Alright, I'm done. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you guys. What is a solid? Well, a solid is like a piece of your skin, or even this. Or even if you're having your laptop or tablet or even any electric devices, you're holding a solid. Or even putting it on your laptop, whatever, you know what I mean, right? So basically, a solid is particles taking a shape which it has to. For example, ice cubes. You put it into a square jar, for example, like this. Then you freeze it. And then when you take it out of your freezer or fridge, whatever you use for freezing it, it'll take the shape of the square jar. Did I say that? I think so. And then it'll become an ice cube. I actually learned this in school. And liquids. Liquids is just little particles in water, or it makes water. And no, don't worry about this. See, you are a molecule yourself. Every single piece of you is a molecule. For example, your blood, your eye, everything. Because you cannot have just one piece of molecule in you, or else you don't even exist in the world. Guys, what is that noise? Oh God, why? Oh man, oh that was so frustrating. Where were we? Oh yeah, gases. What is a gas? Well, you know, if you're holding a balloon that's full of helium, helium is a gas. Gas is just like little pieces of particles, like air. That is, well, a gas. What you breathe out is a gas. Basically, almost everything what you breathe, or almost everything that's a liquid and you boil it or do anything, and the stuff that comes out of it that's kind of see-through, that is a gas. Man, what was that thing? And there's also some other types of particles in space which you don't have to worry yet, but you can see Earth is just molecules. What's wrong with the sun? Oh my God. Now it's time that I tell you guys a story about an ice cube. Once there was an ice cube called Jerry. Now Jerry was sad because he could not find his home, which was a fridge of course, and he tried to find it or else he would start melting into a liquid. So without anything to do, he started wandering around the house searching for a glass cup so that he can go in there and rest for one whole night. But then, after like 1 hour or so, he found a glass cup. He went in it and felt happy. He was nice and warm and cozy. But wait, warm, he was actually quite hot and he was melting into liquid. But actually, to say, he was quite happy that he was a liquid. He could move around, he was free. But he didn't realize that his glass was actually on a hot pan. And then the water started boiling in the temperature 120 Celsius. He went so hot that afterwards he turned into a gas called steam. Now that he was a gas, he was able to go around, and when he was able to go around, I mean, like he was able to um explore more and everything. But the problem was he wasn't able to go outside, or else he would go into space or even become in a liquid form again. The end. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. If I have something very important to share, which I don't anymore. So, yeah. Peace.